Today is Monday, and this week I shall be exploring the Advent theme of hope through the book of Luke. Please join me in contemplating scripture prayerfully. There will be some reflective prayer prompts, as well as some gentle space for you to spend time in God's presence. As I enter into prayer now, I pause to embrace this space, to breathe slowly. I choose to wait on God and to wait for God. Faithful God, open the eyes of my heart so that I may know the hope to which you have called me. Before presenting his account of Jesus, Luke first provided a brief introduction to his gospel, clarifying his research methods and reassuring his reader of the reliability of his words. He also expressed his purpose for writing, that you may know the certainty of the things you have been taught. He set the scene with a miraculous conception, an angel announcing to an elderly couple that they were going to conceive a son. The elderly couple were Zechariah and Elizabeth. We join the story in chapter 1, verses 26 to 29.
In the 6th month of Elizabeth's pregnancy, God sent the angel Gabriel to Nazareth, a town in Galilee, to a virgin pledged to be married to a man named Joseph, a descendant of David. The virgin's name was Mary. The angel went to her and said, "Greetings, you who are highly favoured, the Lord is with you." Mary was greatly troubled at his words and wondered what kind of greeting this might be.
Many households have put up their Christmas decorations early this year, looking for something to lift their spirits. Christmas has anchored our empty diaries with something positive and concrete, both to look forward to and to prepare for. But the twinkling lights and the tinsel will only go so far, and when the Christmas festivities come to an end, what then? Our hope should not focus on Christmas itself, but on the person behind Christmas. The writer to the Hebrews describes our Christ-centered hope as an anchor of the soul, both secure and steadfast. How does this image of hope make me feel? Biblical hope is all about waiting. It is about actively anticipating the future God has promised. There is a gap of 400 years between the visions and promises declared by the Old Testament prophets and the testimonies and teachings of the New Testament writers. This span of time is called the silent years. As baffling or as frustrating as this long stretch of silence might seem, it is a reminder that God is rarely in a hurry. Traditionally, the season of Advent is characterised by expectant waiting, yet the precious time can instead get spent on excess and rushing. As I consider my own preparations for Christmas, where is my focus? As I return to the word, may I have the ears to hear.
In the 6th month of Elizabeth's pregnancy, God sent the angel Gabriel to Nazareth, a town in Galilee, to a virgin pledged to be married to a man named Joseph, a descendant of David. The virgin's name was Mary. The angel went to her and said, "Greetings, you who are highly favoured, the Lord is with you." Mary was greatly troubled at his words and wondered what kind of greeting this might be.
Mary was totally ordinary, and yet God chose Mary, ordinary Mary. She was greeted as one who was highly favoured. In the original Greek, that phrase is rooted in the word that we translate as grace. The angel was declaring that she was a recipient of grace. She did not deserve God's attention, nor was she worthy of it. This is grace. Additional grace was announced to Mary. The Lord is with you. The same grace has been announced to us as we encounter in Jesus the one whose name is Emmanuel, meaning God with us. Lord, help me to appreciate the nature of this grace that is extended to me. It is both profound and personal. Mary was greatly troubled at the angel's words. This might seem a strange reaction to us, but she was understandably apprehensive about what was coming next. On top of the unexpected encounter with an angel, no less, she was probably wondering, why was God extending grace to her? A reassuring truth is that whatever God has planned for her, His grace would be sufficient. Is there anything troubling me today that I could lay before God? Thank you, patient God, that for our sakes you have been long-suffering, taking your time. Thank you, gracious God, that we have a hope that will not fail. Thank you that like an anchor preserves and steadies a vessel, we have this hope to preserve and steady us in the face of opposition. It is up to us to lay hold of this hope. So as your grace meets our faith, may we exercise the patient and expectant waiting required of us. Even today. Amen.